Welcome to the Gates of Judgement. The fact that you're here means that your mortal problems no longer matter, so don't bring them to me.
I'm not sure what I have counts as a mortal problem.
Lay it on me, and I'll make the judgment call.
So, according to the will that I made out, I was supposed to be buried with absolutely all of my collectibles.
Ah, I see. You went all pharaohs with it.
The way I figure it, I spent a lifetime collecting all of those things. Why shouldn't I be able to take it with me?
Yeah, I get it. The thing is, when that practice started, it just was a way for the rich people to keep all their pretty things with them.
Exactly! Now they had the right idea.
Did you happen to be a hoarder when you were alive?
And why is that in any way relevant?
Your reaction to that question tells me everything I need to know. Okay, so, your thinking was, what? You'd just show up here with all your stuff?
Yes, that was the idea, I suppose.
Alright, and then what?
What do you mean?
You get here with all of your stuff, and then what? I'm assuming it wasn't just a few small trinkets, right?
Well, no. It was a lot of collectible stuff. My entire card collection, some very rare comic volumes, and some extremely rare handcrafted figurines.
Right. A lot of stuff. So, once you got here with all of that stuff, what was your plan?
My plan was to have all my stuff here with me.
And how did you plan to get all that stuff to your intended destination? Were you just gonna carry it in your bare arms?
I suppose I didn't think that far ahead.
Yeah, that much is clear.
Look, is my stuff here or not? I had a lot of very valuable and extremely rare things buried with me.
That is entirely dependent on a few factors, chief of which is whether you were a good person or not.
I was a nerd. Nerds are inherently good people, aren't we? I mean, look at the things on your desk. Clearly you get me.
Okay, nobody is inherently good based only on their interests.
Oh, come on. Us nerds need to stick together. I'm sure you were bullied just as much as I was in school.
Just because you were bullied doesn't mean you were naturally a good person. Just hold on, let me confirm this. 1 second. Uh-huh. Yeah. Sorry, but you're not getting a paradise.
What the hell do you mean? Are you saying that I suffered so much in my mortal life that I'm gonna suffer more here?
Okay, first of all, even though you were bullied, you had a pretty cushy home life, so stop with the woe is me crap. Secondly, just because you're a nerd doesn't entitle you to belittle others by calling them intellectually inferior, in your own words.
Well, why should nerds be made to feel lesser than others simply because of our superior intellect?
Look, it's a vicious cycle. People hurt you, you hurt people, and on and on. Just go down to your universally mandated therapy and you'll get to try again later.
Will all of my cool stuff be there at least?
No, but I'm sure your pathological attachment to so-called valuable objects is definitely going to be brought up by your therapist. Welcome to the Gates of Judgement, Loki.
Brr. I was expecting a somewhat warm welcome, but that was some Arctic levels of frost there, Angie.
What could you possibly want?
I was just in the neighborhood, and I was wondering if you had had a chance to cool off yet.
You mean after you dropped a proverbial bombshell on George that you really shouldn't have dropped?
I maintain that it was not my fault. I thought he knew that Henry was his child already.
You're telling me that the great Loki, Norse god of mischief, trickery, and deception, couldn't tell when one person was being deceived?
Well, when you put it like that.
You knew, Loki. You knew that he didn't know. And you told him on purpose.
I didn't intend for you to get so angry.
I get like this when you mess with the people that I care about, Loki. It wasn't your secret to tell. You broke him a little. You caused him a lot of mental anguish. You did him a lot dirtier than he did you with the stupid horse comment.
Believe it or not, Angie, my objective with my little slip of the tongue was not to cause him such problems.
Oh, really? What could you have possibly been trying to do then?
The plan was to prank him and then enlighten him to the truth. Henry was dragging his heels. The man deserved to know what was going on in his own existence.
That wasn't your call to make.
Maybe not. But can you honestly tell me that he was better off not knowing?
It still wasn't your secret to tell.
Angie, I do not regret my actions, so I will not offend you with a fake apology. Besides, George seems like he's doing just fine.
He is, for the most part.
Then I see no need for your anger, and I would like an apology for it.
Don't push your luck here. You know that my anger is justified.
Fine. I didn't actually expect it, but it was worth a shot.
You caused George some serious mental problems. You at least owe him an apology for that.
Fine. I can show some sympathy for my unintended consequences, but I would like some points from you for this. I don't have to do this, especially as I did nothing wrong.
Talk to George. Then we'll see. I believe you would have to ask the Buddha for that. I don't have that information here. If you get lost on your way there, you can always come back here to the Gates of Judgment. Bye.
George, I was hoping to talk to you if you had a minute.
Oh, Loki. I'm actually glad that you stopped by.
Yes, Wait. You're glad?
Yes, I've actually been wanting to talk to you too.
Listen, if you're going to yell at me, I wanted a chance to explain myself first.
I wasn't planning on yelling at you. Actually, I wanted to thank you.
You wanted to thank me?
Yes, you showed me the truth when others were hiding it. You opened my eyes to something that was right in front of me.
Well, that was quite noble of me, wasn't it?
Now, I wouldn't go that far, but because of you, I now have a relationship with somebody that I never got to meet before. So thank you.
So, you're saying that I did you a favor?
I guess you did, yeah.
Very well, George. I graciously accept your gratitude and happily accept your debt.
Wait. What debt?
As I'm sure you well know, gods never do anything for free. And as I have done you a service by enriching your life and relationships, you are now in my debt. You owe me one, George. A favor for a favor.
I should have known there would be strings attached. Fine. What do you want me to do?
Oh, nothing at all right now. But I will be cashing in that favor in the future. You can count on that.
I feel like I just made a huge mistake.
The following episode of the Gates of Judgment uses a blurring effect that could be a little bit disorienting. Viewer discretion is advised.
Welcome to the Gates of Judgment. You don't look quite right. You don't seem like you're a freshly arrived soul. Are you okay? Do you need
of some kind? Can you speak? Is there something wrong with your voice? Hmm. Do you know sign language or any method of nonverbal communication? Hmm. 1 second. Uh, yeah, I'm not getting anything for a soul file, so you're definitely not living impaired in some way. Yeah, I'm gonna need some help on this. Angelo? Yeah, I figured you'd need me. I was watching from over there. What you have here is a person who is not actually passed on, but their body is in a coma. Really? This kind of thing can happen? Yeah, it's kind of like a near death experience. Although this one's body is so close to death that his subconscious was able to breach the dimensional barrier. Unfortunately, he's not going to be able to talk. Oh, but I can get him to communicate. Just give me 1 sec. All right. One moment, sir. He'll be right back. All right, here you go. A whiteboard and marker. Just write down what you want to say. What the heck? Is it me, or is his writing backwards? Well, yeah, it's his subconscious. The subconscious doesn't know how to write correctly. Haven't you ever noticed that in dreams? But luckily, I can interpret what he's writing. He's asking where he is. Oh, you're in the afterlife. However, you're not quite supposed to be here yet. It looks like your body has slipped into a coma. He wrote, I remember the hospital very sick. Tough break. Yeah. Unfortunately, there's not a lot we can do for you right now. Oh, poor guy. He's asking if he'll ever get better. We don't have that information. I'm sorry. Whoa. What happened? Well, he either started to wake up or the connection faded. See, unless you were born with a specific ability to reach the afterlife in some way, the connection isn't very stable. I'll get the whiteboard. Huh. You know, it's kind of strange. That guy seemed almost familiar. Huh. Evidently, he felt the same way about you. Really? How could you tell? His last message was, do I know you? All right, Angelo, I've got a bone to pick with you. Hermes! It's been a while since we've seen you at the Gates of Judgement. Yeah, and it's been a while since I've seen you, too. Care to explain yourself? What do you mean? I've been here the whole time. Exactly. Are we forgetting anything? Forgetting what? Oh, I don't know. Maybe certain plans you had? Oh, right! Lunch! I was supposed to meet you and the other guys at Dee's place. Yes! Several weeks ago now. You didn't call with an explanation or an apology or nothing. I am so sorry. There was this emergency, then I had to fix the problem by talking to Hell, then I had to make sure that the place was running smoothly, then I just kind of got caught up in work. Nah, no excuses. You totally flaked on lunch with me and the others. I am kidnapping you right now. Come on, let's go. You have like 4 other guys who can pick up the slack while you're gone. I am taking you to have a good time, whether you like it or not. All right. I'll come with you willingly. Guys, I'm going for a long lunch. Knowing Hermes, it's probably going to be a few days at least. Don't let the gates burn down. Welcome to the Gates of Judgement. No, we are not heaven or hell yet. We're kind of like the security checkpoint you have to go through before you get to your terminal. Did my wife love me? How should I know? Isn't the point of the afterlife getting answers about your mortal life and putting things in perspective? I mean, yes, you can do that here, but that doesn't mean that I specifically am going to have the answers for you. Why wouldn't you know? Isn't God supposed to be all-knowing? Whoa, wait a minute. You think I'm God? Well, yeah. Aren't you? I'm about as far away from God as you can possibly get. I am fully human. Actually, I'm a hellbound prisoner who's forced to be here to better myself. Oh, so hell is customer service? For some people, yes. Anyway, let's get back to your question. Why would you think that she didn't love you? Well, for one, she wasn't my first wife, or my second. Well, that doesn't necessarily mean that she didn't love you. For another thing, well, there were some people in my life that told me she wasn't very good for me. Oh yeah? Why? What did they say about her? Everyone kept telling me that she was only in it for the money. And you didn't feel that way. She always told me that she loved me for me and not the things that I gave her. Although I did give her a lot of things. And a few fancy vacations every year. I see. But the people close to you told you that she wasn't good for you. Some people were trying to tell me that she wasn't a true partner to me just because she refused to pay for any kind of bills. And I tried to explain that just because she was getting a little bit of income from an apartment that she was renting out to somebody else doesn't mean she had enough money to actually help me financially. The evidence is really starting to pile up against her. And so what if she made me change my will so that all my money, possessions, and property went to her and her children? My own children were adults. They're doing just fine. She didn't let you leave anything to your own flesh and blood, and you actually listened to that. As I said, my kids are fine. They didn't need the money. One moment. Your son was saving up for a house. Your daughter had a degenerative illness, and they were both taking care of your first wife, both medically and financially. When you put it that way. But how was my third wife supposed to fend for herself when I was gone? I have no idea. Find another sugar daddy, maybe. Hey, I'm nobody's sugar daddy. That is not what it says here. And also not what you've been saying yourself since you got here. To answer your question, no, she did not love you. She loved your money. But you asked the question. I have the answer. She didn't love you. She was a gold digger. Plain and simple. Don't feel too bad though. I went through something similar. What? Really? Yeah, but that's a long story that I really don't feel like getting into right now. You are going to hell for some therapy. You have some pretty toxic mindsets that you have to get deprogrammed from your mind. Don't worry, hell isn't nearly as bad as you think it's gonna be. You'll be fine. Well,
Thanks for answering my question, at least. I need to rethink my life. Man, it has been a hot minute since I've been to Dee's place. He's renovated. I don't like it. Don't tell him that. He's actually quite proud of the new look. I kind of like it too, really. Angelo, long time no see. Lamar, I cannot believe you're still working here. I haven't paid off my debt to Dionysus yet. What can I say? Good gravy. How long does it take to pay off a god for eating the grapes from his field? You forget, he didn't eat just some grapes. He ate an entire field of them. No regrets either, despite my indentured servitude. It helps that Dionysus is a pretty decent boss. Can I get you guys started on any drinks? I'd rather wait until the others are here at least. Thanks though. Aw, that's no fun. You don't want a pregame? I would rather keep the pace with the others. Besides, if Odin is coming, you know that he would be insulted if we got started without him. Fine, you got a point. How's the Gates of Judgement, Ange? It seems to keep you pretty busy. Yeah, it's busy as ever, much like the rest of the afterlife. I've got myself a couple of helpers now, though, so everything's working out. How are things going with old George? You should really bring him and his kids over here. I'm sure the rest of us would love to meet him. George isn't allowed to leave the gates. There's a barrier preventing his exit. Yeah, a barrier that I and a few other gods helped put into place. It would take a lot for us to take it down now. Well, that's kind of a bummer. I heard he had a health scare recently. Is everything all right? Yeah, we were able to clear that up finally. He's been upgraded to level 2 of hell. Really? Good on him. I hope he doesn't take advantage of his newfound privileges. Unlikely. He's really distrustful of anything good that happens to him. He doesn't think that any of the good things will actually stick. George needs to relax. Smoke some of that good stuff, you get me? Can you even imagine George being elevated like that? Oh yeah. I bet he's a super mellow dude when he's up there on Cloud 9. Hard disagree. He strikes me as the type to be overly paranoid and twitchy. I mean, he's kind of already like that. I mean, there is a concrete way for us to settle this debate. He's sober. Besides, he's trying to earn his way out of hell. Stop trying to corrupt him. Hey, there is nothing evil about blazing a J every now and then. With an old school soul like him, I really doubt he'd see it that way. Disappointing. Hey, there are the guys. Hey, over here! Welcome to the Gates of Judgment. I am an artificial intelligence designed to help you. So, how can I assist you?
Are we getting the Nintendo Switch 2 here? Or better yet, is there a way I can get my hands on it right now?
Are you referring to the video game console, the Nintendo Switch 2?
Yes! I was waiting for so long for it, and then my life ended before it actually came out. So I was hoping that I would actually get to play one now that I'm here.
I see. I am sorry you did not get to experience the technology you were anticipating before your demise.
Yeah, whatever. Can I get the Switch 2 here or not?
Your first concern should be whether or not you are getting a paradise. Without a paradise, you will not be getting the experience that you want.
Paradise? What, people actually need to be worthy to get a reward here? I thought death was the great equalizer.
Think of it this way. If all were to enter the afterlife and receive the same reward, then the likes of Ed Gein and Jeffrey Dahmer would receive the same treatment as Mother Teresa and Steve Irwin. Does that sound fair to you?
I guess that makes sense. Fine, tell me, what paradise am I going to?
One moment.
What's wrong? Is there a problem?
I'm sorry, but you will not be experiencing the Nintendo Switch 2 anytime soon.
What? Why the hell not?
There are a few reasons, but they all boil down to this. You were not a good person in life.
Therefore, you will not receive a reward in the afterlife.
This is complete bullcrap. I deserve this console. I've waited for so long, and you're gonna give it to me or...
I will wait for you to finish your completely toothless statement.
Toothless? I'll show you, Toothless. I'm gonna tear this whole place apart until I get what I want.
It is this attitude that is getting you sent to a punishment realm in the first place.
Jeez, what's the matter with this guy?
He is an entitled narcissist. He believes he should get good things just because he wants them, and he throws temper tantrums whenever he does not get his way.
Shouldn't we be stopping him?
None of the damage he is doing is permanent. Even the clothes on your desk he is breaking will repair themselves the moment he leaves. I am letting him wear himself out, and I will teleport him to his destination.
Well, I'm guessing he's not going anywhere nice. And that's just a taste of what I'll do if you don't give me the Nintendo Switch 2.
All this over a gaming console?
Only one of the greatest portable consoles of all time, and I will have it.
No, you will not. You will be going to a punishment realm because of your narcissistic behavior, your temper tantrums, your entitled attitude. The list goes on.
Don't make me start taking my anger out on you personally.
You will not get the chance. Goodbye.
Oh, you son of a...
Huh. I thought you needed a button to do that. I am one of Hephaestus's creations. He set the programming for the teleportation to my systems. I do not need the button. Man, it feels good to have the gang back together. Minus a few faces, but still. By the way, what happened to Thor? I thought he'd be here. My son is back on Midgard trying to renegotiate the terms of his contract with that superhero franchise.
He's negotiating with them again? I thought he was happy with Hemsworth's performance.
He is perfectly content with their choice of actor. However, he somewhat resents their decision to turn him into, as he put it, a depressed, obese man for several movies.
Tell the big thunderhead to stop being a baby about it. That's character development for you. His character had to fall in order to rise again.
Exactly. He needs to stop being so sensitive. It's not like people are actually equating the Marvel movie with the Norse myth. You would be surprised. And Loki isn't helping either with his decision to use those movie-accurate horns of his.
Honestly, those horns look pretty good on him. Hey now, I thought you two were on the outs.
I can appreciate his look without wanting to jump him. And by the way, yes, I am still mad at him. He still hasn't apologized to my intern. It is not Loki's fault that George made the mistake of swearing him fealty, even if it is fealty to an oath.
What the heck are you talking about?
Right, I had heard about that. Apparently your boy has sworn some sort of promise or favor to Loki. Honestly, I'm shocked you didn't hear about that.
Great. Something I'm actually gonna have to deal with at some point.
Come on, just relax a little for today. That Christmas party back in December was the first time I've seen you unwind, I want to say in centuries. I guess I have been working a bit too hard.
Actually, speaking of parties, weren't you supposed to be at one at the front desk?
Which front desk? There's like 3 or 4 now. Oh, right. I remembered that. The one with Morana. You know, Death's daughter. I personally delivered some of those invitations myself. Oh, right. That one. Actually, I think there's a bit of an explanation for that. Kronos has been in kind of a mood. You remember how long January felt? Ah, yes. January. The year that would not end. Right. Well, time is a bit in flux in the afterlife at the moment. With Morana's party, it's been delayed for a bit. But there's also the possibility that I've already been there and that I'm currently there right now. It's weird. Okay. Even for the afterlife, that is some weird time fluctuation.
I know, but I can't explain it any better than that.
I propose we all start drinking until time makes sense in the afterlife.
I am pretty sure it is impossible to drink that much, even for gods. But we can certainly try. Lamar, bring us some drinks. Let's get us started over here. Hi, Mr. George. Are you feeling better? You got very sick the last time I was here.
Welcome, Kelly. Yes, I'm feeling much better. I'm very sorry if I scared you before.
Well, after being in the hospital for so long, I was scared that...
Callie, we are very far from being able to be hurt by sickness anymore.
You promise?
Yes, I promise.
Good. Now, did you want to go play with Henry's toys? Yes, but I wanted to ask you something first.
You can ask me whatever you want, whenever you want.
Well, next month is my birthday, and they're throwing a party for me. And I was wondering,
Oh, thank you. You wanted to invite me?
yeah, you and Mr. Ollie and Mr. Henry and Mr. Bossman.
That's very nice of you.
Will you come? Please, please, please.
I'll try, Callie.
Whenever a grown-up says I'll try, it means no. Please come to my party, Mr. George, please.
I'll be there.
Yay! I'm gonna go ask Mr. Henry and Mr. Ollie now. Where's Mr. Bossman?
He's with his friends right now. You can ask him when he gets back.
Okay. Mr. Henry, Mr. Ollie, I have a question. I wish I could have seen the look on Anansi's face. He must have been so pissed.
Oh, you have no idea. I'm pretty sure he was about to make half the continents in the world just fall into the ocean.
Yes, and thank the universe that someone was there to calm him down. Otherwise, he might have blown up half of Europe.
And how was I to know that he would take it so personally? I thought he'd be able to take a joke. Hey, trickster gods often can't take what they dish out. You should know that better than anyone.
Fine, whatever.
Hey, Lamar! Empty cup over here! Man, I have been gone from this for so long that I forgot how much fun it could be. Hanging out with you guys has been such a blast.
We will try to ensure that the whole gang is together next time. Perhaps I can finally persuade Quetzalcoatl to join us as well.
I believe someone over here needed a refill. More ambrosia, maybe some beer. None for me, thanks. I think I'm gonna head back to work.
Already? It feels like we just got the band back together. You can't quit on us now.
I know, but I really don't feel like getting drunk right now. I've got a nice buzz going, and I don't want to go beyond that. After the Christmas party, I'm off getting drunk for a while. Fill it up, please, Lamar. You got it. Anyone want anything else? Maybe an appetizer? Some wings? Oh, you know what? Wings sound perfect right now. Ooh, I could do with a plate of those. With a side of fries. Ooh, and some of that spicy peach sauce. Ooh, it's so good. Can do. Be right back. Anyway, if you don't want to get drunk, then stop drinking. Yeah, right. Like you guys won't call me a lightweight for not keeping the pace with you. Relax. We won't make fun of ya. Okay, fine. We will make fun of you. But you can take it. If you leave this party early, we will all follow you to the Gates of Judgement and make it so that you can't do your job anyway. Fine. But I am slowing down the drinking, and I really don't care what any of you say. Welcome to the Gates of Judgement. I finally received a book that I've been waiting for literal months. So whatever petty problem you have, I really don't want to hear it.
Ooh, is that the one that just came out physically about the lady who works in hell?
You know this book.
Know it? I read it when it came out digitally. Actually, I started reading it before that when she was posting it online. But I have been a huge fan of that author's social media presence for a long time.
Oh, huge. Same. Her stuff is fantastic. Sorry, what did you need? What part are you at? Oh, I'm just getting started, really. She just got down to hell.
Oh, you are early. It gets really, really good.
Oh, I am so sure. I'm a little weary, though. The beginning was already emotional enough. I have no idea how she's gonna up the emotional stakes.
She finds a great way to do that. Don't you worry. Trust the author and her process.
Oh, I definitely do. Now, you came to the desk for a reason. What did you need?
Oh, have you heard of C.M. Alonji? If you like the author that you're reading right now, you will love her work. She has this show online about these fairies who run a cafe.
Yes, I'm a fan of her work too. Look, you're very obviously avoiding something. Did you have a question or something?
It's nothing. I'd rather talk about this.
I would love to do nothing all day except talk books and other nerdy things. But I have a job to do at this desk. So please, what's on your mind?
I don't know if you're going to be able to help me.
Why don't you just go ahead and try me?
Well, I've been thinking about reincarnation.
So, you had a question about reincarnation? And you came to the Gates of Judgement instead of going to the reincarnation office?
To be honest, I'm not even entirely sure that I want to be reincarnated.
Then why are you even asking or wondering about it?
I just wanted to see if I could get some perspective on it before I make my decision. Have you ever been reincarnated?
Yeah, actually. Technically, I've had 2 lives in the mortal world so far.
So you have been back before. Why did you choose to do it?
I kind of had to in order to earn my paradise, but that's another story. Why did you want to go back?
Well, my best friend recently went back, and we did everything together. I really don't want her to go through it alone.
Okay, so if your best friend already went back and you want to be with her, why are you hesitating?
Have you seen the state of the world nowadays? Who would willingly want to go back there right now?
You have a point. Unless you're a rich white man with a very specific worldview, things are looking really scary right now.
Yeah, name a time in history where that wasn't the case.
I absolutely hate how right you are, but we're getting away from the point. If you don't really want to go back, then don't go back.
That's the thing, though. I really want to be there for my friend. She was with me through some really tough times. I want to return the favor.
Well, I guess then you would have to decide whether you think it's worth going back to help your friend.
I don't know what to do. I want to show her support, but I am so afraid of going back there. Everything could go so wrong so quickly.
Wait, I had a thought. So, you want to go back to help your friend, but you don't really want to suffer the problems of the mortal world. There actually might be something you could do.
Alright, so if I don't want to go back to the mortal world, but I still really want to help out my friend, what can I do?
There is at least one option available to you that means you'd be able to look after your friend without having to deal with mortal problems.
Ooh, can I go back as a pet? Like maybe a dog? Or a parrot?
I actually hadn't thought of that. Are you interested in something like that?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't not be interested in it.
Well, it is an option, but I was thinking of something more along the metaphysical line.
Metaphysical? I was never any good at that kind of stuff. Coach Perez
would take pity on me whenever we had a team sport day. No, not physical, metaphysical. It means there's a way for you to keep an eye on your friend without having to leave the afterlife at all. Oh. How can I do that? You could try applying to be a guardian angel. I thought only actual angels were allowed to do that. Not really, no. I mean, yes, mostly angels do take up the job, but there have been many occasions where mortals have been allowed to take up the halo, so to speak. So, I could watch over her and try to protect her without once risking another go at a mortal life. Essentially, I will say though, I have heard that it can be frustrating work. You can do all you want to subtly influence her or the people around her, but you cannot interfere with free will. Plus, things are going to happen to her, even if you are her guardian angel. Oh, that does sound pretty Plus, with all that responsibility of being the angel over her shoulder, I'd be afraid that I'd mess up her life. Well, you have your choices. Stay here, become a guardian angel, or reincarnate as either a human or an animal. Either way, the choice is ultimately yours. I have to give this some serious thought. Hey, whatever you do, there's a saying around the afterlife that I think might help you. Yeah? And what would that be? No matter what you decide to do, even if you're afraid to do it scared. Do it scared. I'm not sure I get what that means. It means that existence is scary. And when you've made a decision that you feel is right for you, even when you're terrified, breathe, hold your head up, and do it anyway. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that helps. Do it scared. Thanks. You are welcome. Do you know what you want to do? No, I haven't decided anything yet. I guess we'll both find out, huh? Yeah. Good luck to you. Hey, George! Hey, George! We're back at the judge again. The Gates of the Gates of Judgement.
Well. Angelo is sloshed out of his mind.
Yeah, he kind of overdid it a little at lunch. We kind of all did, actually.
Well, considering he left for lunch a few days ago at this point, I'd consider that an understatement.
Georgie, Porgy, Puddin' and Pie. Man, you're a great intern, man.
Thank you, Angelo. Oh yeah, he's definitely wasted.
Yeah, he said he was gonna slow down with the drinking, but our teasing kinda caused him to drink more. The man does not do peer pressure well.
He's gonna have to sleep it off, isn't he?
Oh, most definitely. Shouldn't take too long, though. He's not blackout plastered.
You seem, well, not as drunk as him. Did you take it easy?
You kidding? I drank way more than this guy. Fortunately, I am much better at holding my liquor. It's my natural god metabolism.
I don't know about much better. You look like you can barely stand up, and you're slurring your words quite a bit.
Man, I could go for another plate of them wings. Actually, did we ever get those nachos we ordered?
Yeah, we got them, buddy. Why don't you head on over to the break room and sit down? I'll be along in a minute.
Okie dokie, Hermie. Hey, that rhymed.
Damn it. I was really hoping Angelo would be able to help me with an issue.
It's fine. I'm here. I can help with whatever you got. Well, what's the problem, Georgie?
Okay, first of all, do not call me that.
Jeez. Fine. Hot button issue. What's up?
Well, I got this, and I was kind of hoping.
You're gonna have to read that to me. I've got some serious double vision going on. There's about 4 or 5 of you.
Right. Basically, Callie invited me to her birthday party, and I wanted to go.
Oh, is that all? That's not a big problem. That's a teeny weeny tiny problem. Nothing to it.
What? How?
You've got the solution to your problem already. Poor sap, you don't even know it. Tell you what, I'm gonna go to the break room. I'm gonna try to sleep this off. You take care.
Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean I've got the solution? Damn it.